carnage, despair, massacre. All of these words can be used to describe what Eren is currently doing in Attack on Titan. But why? Why did Eren go this route? Was this really necessary? Well, let's find out. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for similar content. Let's get straight into it. So I feel like to convey this, we need to go back to the beginning, when Eren was a child and what he experienced within the first few episodes. I mean, he had his mother ate right in front of him, and this is going to traumatize you for the rest of your life, guaranteed. And not only that, we see that he has resentment towards these soldiers for not doing their best, for not being capable. And this all leads us to what happened in the most recent episode of Attack on Titan. Everything accumulated to this point. But why? It seemed like through Attack on Titan, this shouldn't have happened. I mean, Eren had a stable network of people who support him. Mikasa, Armin, everybody who emotionally and mentally supported him. But it all came with the betrayal of Reiner and Bertholdt. This was something that was completely unexpected and took his whole mind in a whirlwind. I mean, we saw in the fights versus Annie that he couldn't even decide whether or not he wanted to fight her, because this was someone that was his friend, but it's also someone that helped massacre people he knew and ultimately led to his mother's death. But even with all of this, was it justified? Because we see, especially towards the later seasons of Attack on Titan, Jean, Mikasa, all of these people that Eren is close with, he builds a deeper connection with, even after fighting Reiner and Bertholdt and Annie. Even after all of this, he builds a deeper connection with them. Remember the train scenes where they all said they'll trust each other no matter what, and they all have each other's back? Yeah, apparently Eren doesn't remember it anymore, because what he's doing now in the most recent episodes is essentially going against everything, absolutely everything that his friends wanted. I mean, the original goal was to fight for freedom for Eldia, for the Paradise Island. And they had a lot of ideas on how to do this. One of the main ideas was to use the Wall Titans just to flex their military might against Marley, against these other nations, to stop them from attacking for a certain period of time. And on paper, that definitely does not sound bad. And in reality, it's not a bad plan either. Because as we see in the most recent episode, the might of these Wall Titans taught everybody in the world their lesson. I mean, we saw the scenes where the ships tried to stop the Wall Titans and they absolutely failed. We saw the scenes where the civilians were running for their lives, I mean, just crying in a state of absolute despair. Just using some of the might of the Wall Titans is enough to deter the world based on these scenes. So why didn't this happen? That's the real question. Why did we not explore other options? Why did Eren go this way? And there's one simple answer, and that is fate. Throughout Attack on Titan, this idea of fate has been integral to the story. I mean, right when Eren finds out that he knows what's going to happen in the future, I mean, the whole story just takes a turn. He starts acting out the way it should happen in the future, and even to the point where he gets to Zeke. At no point, not one single point, did he ever try to go against this fate. I think that the idea, the central story of Attack on Titan is people don't have their own free will. So you can try to do something the way that you think it's going to do. You can do something of your own volition, free will as you want to call it, but it's not actually free will. It's already predetermined. It was already predetermined that Eren's father was going to eat the Fritz family. It was already predetermined that Zeke would lose to Eren in Ymir's space. But no matter how you look at it, Eren simply didn't have to do this. Even if you want to go with he has to follow the future argument, Well, why in the past did he even decide that this was the route to take? I mean, we see a resentment for what he's doing, especially in the most recent episode. He's saying, I don't want to do this. I can't believe I do this. Is there nothing I can do to stop this? As if he has no control when he is the person in control. So why does he still go with this plan? Eren went from a character who was all about free will, all about for deciding for himself, and then flipping to someone who just follows the script, right? Just follows the script. In the beginning, he wanted revenge against these Titans. We saw during the scenes where his squad went to fight the Titans and they got slaughtered that that's not the reality, right? You can have all this heroic might you want, but when it comes to reality, you get squashed. And then we find out he has the power of the Titans, so he's special, the power of the attack Titan. And this is where he really shows his free will and decisions that he makes with plugging up the wall and every other decision that he makes here. Even fighting Annie, that was a decision he had to make himself. But once we get to the point in the story where Eren is kneeling down and he connects with Historia, someone of royal blood, and he realizes the future, we see a grimace, an insane face of pure intense emotion of what is going to happen. And that's where everything just switches in Eren's brain. And he goes straight from, I can decide on my own the best path with the help of my friends, to I'm going to do what I have to do. And that is the reality. All of these people who are getting needlessly slaughtered are all a part of the future. This is all something that has to happen in Eren's brain. Even the inevitable battle between him and his friends. Once again, he has the power to stop his friends from coming after him, but he doesn't do it. Why doesn't he do it? Because a part of him wants them to stop him. I think that's the obvious answer. Why do you think Eren is massacring everybody? This is something that hasn't really been seen before in a hugely popular anime. Usually they would take the route of, let's just save everybody, or let's do the action that causes the least amount of violence as possible for the studios that are going to produce the show. But Attack on Titan takes a different turn on this. Do you like it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for similar content. I will see you in the next video.